Hello there, welcome to Kent. We arrived here for the second meeting of the 2020 GP4 BTCC season. We took the jump over from Donington, from Leicestershire, to Kent here, and we're at Brands Hatch for round two of the season. I'm Robert Ionescu, your commentator for today, just like Rahul Patel. We're recording this the 24th of January 2022, same day we recorded Donington, but obviously it's been a while for you when you watch this. It's going to be bone dry, so without further ado, let's get going to the qualifying session on the Indy layout of Brands Hatch. It's just 6 corners, but 6 very important corners. Let's go, Rahul.
Yeah, indeed.
If you
We
missed
well,
Donington, Andrew South won the sprint race, but yeah, Yuri just wanted us to tell you guys that he can't get the nationalities to work, he can't get the flags there, so I'm afraid there's that. But if you missed Donington, the sprint race was won by, on the last lap, by Andy Sazonov, but the feature race was won by Martins in the end, so yeah. Here we go, session is underway here in Brands Hatch. And like I said, just 6 corners. Rubino Gonzalez is the first one out. The Securicar Toyota. Jonatas Martins was the race winner, but I forgot his first name for a second, as Gonzalez went quite wide already. What do you think of this version of the track, Rahul?
um, pretty interesting to be honest.
Yeah. Uh, Once again, guys, just to clarify, this race is pre-recorded. When we're commentating this, we don't know what's happened. We are watching. In the future, we already know what has happened. And what is going to happen right now is Rubino Gonzalez starting his first flying lap. Here we go. It's a very short layout, so let's get cracking. First corner, we'll have a little bit of traffic as we're going to Paddock Hill Bend. Here goes Gonzalez. He didn't get impeded too much on the run down Hillwoods Hill. Druids. Druids is my favorite corner of this track, really. And Gonzalez is being impeded in this corner right now, I'm afraid. Graham Hill Bend. Left-hander is up next. Exit is key from this one. You don't want to go too wide. Gonzalez has gone a little wide, 6.4 in the first sector. It's a short track, of course. He's stuck behind this guy. I'm not quite sure who it is. It is either the Brazilian or the Polish driver. In any case, Gonzalez 27.9 in the middle sector as he goes through Clark Curve to end his lap with a 41.6. Peter is going to finish his lap next. He goes on provisional pole. No, he doesn't. He goes second. So you have Brandon Jackson going third. Patrick Borghi goes to the top as Miranelli crosses the line with a bit of traffic to go second. Murder Barrow starts his lap, beating Blake Moore in the process, who goes third. Motka impedes Tilsley. Tilsley goes second. Koenig starts his lap as Blackwood crosses the line to go eighth. Nilsson starts his lap. Carpenter goes sixth. Fitzwater goes on provisional pole. It's quite hard to keep track, And Stobie Holloway goes seventh. Michael Arfield going fifth. Andrei Sazonov won the first sprint, goes eighth, with Jim Sturt going. I didn't see where he went actually. At
Yeah,
Moratelli, that was him impeding Gonzalez. He went 12th. Martins, championship leader, goes ninth. As we have Newerville, could be on course for pole. Newerville, yes, she does go fastest. Almeida went third. The Barrows now goes fastest. He is on provisional pole with a 41.29. As Mutka goes sixth, Koenig goes third to send Mutka down to seventh. Nilsson goes fifth, and that is everybody done for the first run. Quite a bit of a traffic jam in the pit lane, but this first run flew by really quickly, Rahul.
yep, indeed. You can just tell how close everyone is to each other.
Yeah. What do you like more, the classic layout or this indie layout? I
Well,
personally like
there's
the indie layout more because it can be more chaotic.
yeah, same in the layout, and it's also pretty fast as well.
Absolutely, just 6 corners, and the slowest of them is Druids.
Yep, indeed, we do have the bars on pole position at the moment for 41.2.
Yep, we only see lap times like this in Indy 500, really, but then again, it's to the track length. Wonder this is called the Indy layout. In any case, Gonzalez, after being impeded on his first lap, Toyota driver is down in 14th. In any
Yep,
case, though, one
indeed.
thing that is certain, everybody will get 4 runs. Problem. I think we can agree on that, Rahul, yes?
Yeah.
We're just gonna wait for somebody to go out, and it looks like we have people going out. So would you like to take us through this next runner hole? Get to the flying laps. Looks like I
Yeah.
got better for a second ago, the first time, but now first ago.
Let me first we go on track. This time he's in 20th at the moment. He's just over half a second behind the barrels, but there is time for to improve. But we'll see how it goes for him.
Yep.
He's going through the final two corners now.
He's gonna start his lap very quickly, so let's get going.
Yep, indeed. Does Peter starts his lap now?
Gets
Here,
past the traffic.
yep, we
We'll
get past
see.
traffic. As you saw, we're getting into the first sector one mark. Let's see what he can do. He is not far off, but I think it's where the middle sector or the final
I think
sector
he improved on his
determine.
personal best at least.
But we'll see how it goes.
Yes.
He's a tenth down in the middle sector. I think
He's
it's
obviously going to improve.
we'll see again, but
I mean, he was
we're
5 tenths
going.
down on his best, so let's say he goes
Yeah,
the line.
in the final sector, he goes sixth right
Just one
now.
thousandth behind Nelson. As Borgi
Yeah,
finishes his lap without
he doesn't
improving.
improve.
Moratelli starts his lap. Gonzalez not being impeded this time. He should improve. He doesn't.
Nope.
Surprise there. Sazonov is up next. He improves to go third. Good lap.
Yep.
Sturt is up next across the line, and James Sturt, he can improve. And Carpenter, 16th only. Blake Moore
Blake
is
Moore.
impeding the championship leader, Donatas Martins, as Neurville will start a lap soon enough. Tilsley is being impeded right now.
Yeah, he's not going to improve. That's a definite here.
Nope. FG goes into 8th
FG.
place.
Yeah.
Koenig is starting his lap. The man who took pole at Darlington. Moratelli, he can't improve on his lap as Nielsen starts his. Blackwood goes
Blackwood.
on personal pole.
Yep.
41.250.
Fitzroy. He doesn't improve.
Holloway could be on an improvement. He's there in second to last, but he can get on a better position. He goes
He goes
14th.
14th. Yep.
And 7 places there as Martins crossed the line next. Championship leader. I do believe because we don't have the championship standings out when we're going through this, but you have them, of course. I do believe Martins leads as Arfield goes nav. The bar starts his lap. Almeida, he can't improve. Neither can Koenig.
Yep.
Nilsson,
Nelson goes third.
I like how narrow the margins are. Top 7 all within 800 of a second.
Yeah.
Martins is improved, but I do believe he is coming in.
Yeah. He is.
He's not doing so well at the moment. Near him nor is a compatriot of Caramaratelli. They're both on the back row right now. As De Barros, I believe he is on a proper lap, but this lap is not going so properly. As a matter of fact, he won't improve.
Yep. Indeed. Does improve. Remains in second.
I think this track isn't about the tenths of a second, it's about the hundredths of a second.
Yeah. Indeed.
Because if you drop 1/10 of a second, your lap is already massively ruined.
Yeah, meanwhile, Mutka is out on the track.
Yes, he is. Shimon Mutka down in 13th at the moment. He had a pretty nasty crash with his teammate in the feature race at Darlington, and that obviously didn't go his way. As Barros is coming in now. He's on the front row, just like he was for the sprint race in Darlington. Now then, here we have the Mazda of Shimon Mutka starting his lap. Unlucky 13th for some, but can he improve on it? Let's see. He does not have any traffic right now. It's a clear track. On a circuit this short, you want to have clean air. Let's see what Mutka is going to do. Traffic is killer here on the Brands train layout. As he goes through the first sector after Druids into Graham Hill, this is a bad lap. He's 3 tenths down here.
Yep, yeah, no,
Onto the
Great
Cooper
first sector.
straightening it towards 30s. Down as well. He's down bad. Through clearways and to Clark Curve. Shimonoka is obviously not going to improve, but let's keep an eye on the others. 7 tenths down. Who else is next? It appears to be Rubino Gonzalez, who is once again being beat. Can't get any luck today.
Yep, indeed.
Down in 20th, and by today I mean since it is the same day we recorded Darlington, obviously didn't have a good luck in that one. He can't improve. F3, let's see if he can improve. And he is 5 tenths down. Sturt has improved to go up into 13th, just 1,000th behind P12.
Yep, indeed. Tinsley improves, but he stays in 15th.
FG he cannot improve. He's 7 tenths down. Got a lot of people starting their laps, but Igor Peter is not one of them. He's finishing his lap. P8 at the moment. Can he get himself within a tenth of pole? Let's see where he's gonna end up.
He
Stays in P8,
improves,
and
yeah,
he can't get
stays
himself
in.
within a tenth. Kai Moratelli, meanwhile, gets off the back road to go into 16th. Patrick Borghi, he could not improve. Koenig starts his lap as Carpenter is being impeded right now. He's not going to improve on this one. He's going to stay P20.
Yep, indeed.
Blackwood
Blackwood,
came
he
close
doesn't
to
improve.
improving, but the pollster stays there. Michael Arfield goes into 8th place. Sazonov, he couldn't improve on that one, stays in 5th, fastest. Blake Moore, he finished on the podium in the feature race. Last time at Darlington, goes 3rd.
Yep, good luck from him.
Patrick Borghi comes in as Javier Almeida starts his lap. Koenig is having a bad lap right now, he's way down.
Yep, he's not gonna improve.
Barnes is
Martins,
starting a lap. Martins
he
goes only
goes
19th.
19th.
Got a little bit of slipstream there. Meanwhile, Jackson has improved to go P12. Good effort from Brandon. And I'm not gonna say the phrase that starts with. I'm not gonna say it, even though it would be funny. I'm not gonna say it. As here we have Almeida. He is currently not improving, the Argentinian. Looks like he'll be staying where he is, which is 13th, which is typically not where you want to stay. Let's make that clear enough. If he wasn't already, as Almeida. Unfortunately for him, he can improve. I do believe most people only have one run remaining, as Bruno Barros finishes his run. Half second down, not good.
Yep, indeed.
Rahul, what's your favorite part of this track?
Can't say. A lot.
Fair
To be
enough.
honest with me, not really much to say about that one. But yeah,
It's not like you have many parts to choose from in any case, alright.
yeah.
Almeida, this lap is going a little better than the last one, I think, but he is. So it's not like Bars is also coming in. But I do believe Nilsson is out on a fresh run. Yes, Shimamurka is also out. Nilsson doing quite well in the Sakura Car Toyota. He's in P4. He missed out on the points of sprint race in Darlington after last lap tangle with Ian Carpenter. And in the feature race, he was involved in a crash yet again at Yeses and had to retire from it. That crash was, of course, with Brandon Jackson. So Nilsson is going to start his lap very shortly, and let's see what he can do. I do believe this session will be over quite soon, actually. People will run out of their 4 runs, as Nilsson could be under a little bit of traffic here into the first corner. Paddock Hill band. This is not good. He needs to make the move into Druids as soon as he can. Sazonov, is he gonna let him by? Looks like he is not.
Yep, not the best news for Nilsson. He's definitely not going to improve on this lap
Nope.
at all. So
I
he's
wonder
going
if he
to.
has another lap left or not. But in any case, this is not good. It wouldn't be good if he wasn't in P4 already, so I think he'll still be happy, but I'm sure he wants that bonus point for pole position. Anyway, Emil
Yeah.
Nilsson is going to finish this lap with some good amount of slipstream from Sazonov, but without an improvement. Lots of other people on the lap, including Shimon Mutka, goes 13th, gets in front of Almeida. Milan FG is also on the
Miranevci
lap in P11 right now. Can he go up?
goes
No, he
11th,
stays
and
11th.
that's you are.
That's him
Yeah.
done. Checkered flag next to his name as Jafari Blackwood goes side by side James Sturt onto the back straight. Here I've got Moratelli Right now in P18, can he do any better than that? And he can. Goes up to
17.
P17 in front of Tilsday. As Igor
Beating
Peter
for
goes
Paul.
fastest, he beats Blackwood.
Yep. Borgi
Patrick
next.
Borgi next. He can't improve. What about Sazanov? He was impeded. He can't improve. 2 tenths down. Martin starts the lap as Carpenter. Improves but only up into 20th.
Yep.
Lots of people are done. Jafari Blackwood doesn't look like he'll be improving. His 400's down. He needs to find something last sector if he wants to take Paul back. Jafari Blackwood across the line. He couldn't find that something. A 10th down. And the 10th down as Brand's Hatch is quite a lot. Igor Peter is improving, but he has to come in because if you drop a 10th down, you can go from first to 10th on this grid right now, so you can tell just how much it matters. Each hundredth of a second matters.
Orfield lap is ruined.
Absolutely so. Moore is finishing his lap, which was ruined. What about Martins? He gets up into 15th place, the championship leader. Though I think he'd have liked to do more.
Yeah, indeed.
Fitzwater, who had horrible bad luck last time out, he looked good for some very good points. He was fighting with P5 with Sazonov, but he crashed on the penultimate lap. He doesn't improve on that lap, neither does Koenig. Holloway, meanwhile, looks to be on an improvement. He's purple in the middle sector. Let's see if Toby Holloway can take pole. He's in P20 right now, but he could jump up a lot of places. Let's see, can he go top? Holloway does go
Yes,
top
by
by just
6
6,000 to a
thousand.
second. He lost time in S3 by 9.5 time to lose personal pole. What a great lap that is. You have Belle Neurville. She's in P7 right now. She got her first points in Donington. Can she start in the top 10? Looks like she will, even if she doesn't improve. That lap was woeful, but it doesn't matter. The Barros proves to stay fourth. And that means we
Yeah.
have 3 people left. Nelson, Almeida, and I'm not sure who Moot is.
Mutka.
Oh yeah, Mutka. That's right, Shimon Mutka. In any case, you have Brandon Jackson. He will be starting this race 13th, or 1 or 2 places lower, depending on the guys behind him who are yet to set a lap too. We got 13 minutes, which is plenty of time for these guys to set a lap. And Emil Nilsson is not wasting any time. He's gone out straight away.
Yep, indeed.
I think this is one of the best sessions I've seen in a long time, thanks to nature and like
Well,
of course. 6,000 separating pole and P2, and the entire top 10 within a tenth of a second. It's just crazy, man.
yeah, indeed.
Let's see. Nilsson has only 1 shot remaining. Same for Morgan and Almeida. Can Nilsson get back? Not necessarily to the front row, but can he get on the second row? Maybe take pole. If he goes 2.5 hundreds up, he will be in 4th place. Let's see what he can do. Needs a good lap here, but I think he'll be satisfied even if he stays in 6th. Let's go for Druid for the last time.
Well,
He's
he's
gone
gone
massively
wide
wide.
actually.
That's his
Yeah.
lap ruin. The qualifying mistake rate, claiming a victim there. And then Nilsson will start no better than 6th.
That was his
Wow.
own mistake, of course.
My goodness. Well, we're just gonna have to wait
We
to see what
may
Shimon
want to
Mutka
jump
and
on to the next
Javier
one.
Almeida can do. Yeah, definitely. This lap is a write-off for Nilsson, as Almeida is just 300 down in the first sector. Take a look at this because he was 2.5 tenths down on his personal best, so compared to the leader. So he could be on a massive improvement here. Just 8 hundredths down. He could be himself at the top 10. Let's see where he's gonna go. I think he can gain a little bit in the last sector and go maybe 7th or 8th. Let's see as he crosses the line to end his session. He goes
Nice.
9th. Close enough as we got
Mutka
Shimon
next
Mutka to
to
round
cross
up
the
this
line.
session. He can't improve. That is it. That is it with 11 minutes to spare. This session ended up quite rapidly, but Toby Holloway has taken pole.
Yeah, indeed.
He'll be on pole for the sprint race, and just so you know, guys, the sprint race will begin right away.
Yep, indeed.
Well, this was fun.
Yeah.
And we have a Brit here on pole in Kent. First British pole of the season. Because obviously we know what the B in BTCC stands for. But anyway, Almeida is coming in. He's going to start nav. And yeah, what did you think of that qualifying session, Rahul? The first half
Yeah,
of the field all within a tenth.
yeah, it's pretty. entertaining qualifying session, and not surprised about it because this is in the Indy version of Brands Hatch.
Yep. And I can't wait for both races today. Should be one hell of a ride.
Yeah.
Yep. Mutka has come in. So now we're gonna run down the clock. Here we have the results. We're gonna get the grid. We will read it when we get to the grid itself because there's no point reading it twice. Oh, it crashed. Sure. Well, we had a little bit of a technical bug, so we can get back immediately. But we are back now for 25 laps of the sprint race here at Brands Hatch, the Indy version. We didn't read through the grid last time out because we will read it now. No point in reading it twice, so here we go. It is Toby Holloway on pole position, Vigor Peter in second. Jafari Blackwood is third, and Brody Barros fourth after a great qualifying session from everybody.
Yeah. Blake Moore in fifth, Emil Nielsen in sixth, Bella Neuville in seventh, and Andre Saznavov in eighth.
Julian Almeida is in P9, the Team Montiel car, followed by Marvel Koenig in P10, Zachary Fitzwarren in 11th, and Michael Arfield 12th.
13th we have Miran FG, 14th we have Brandon Jackson, 15th we have Zizmon Mutka, and 16th we
The
have
Z is silent, by the way, Rahul.
oh, say again? No.
The Z is silent. That's what I said.
Simon Mutka, sorry, yeah. And then Jonatas Martins in 16th.
Yep, Patrick Borg is 17th, the Nissan Castrol, and he's followed by James Sturt in the Renault. Caio Moratelli qualified in P19 in front of Jake Tilsley. And on the back row of the grid,
Ian Carpenter and Rubino Gonzalez in 22nd.
yep, indeed, and it's gonna be wet for the start, but it should dry up before the end.
We will see how this goes.
This will be a chaotic race, I'm sure, the sprint race. By the time we get going, 6 corners, 25 laps, 22 drivers, and 1 winner. Who's it gonna be? Holloway on the right of the track, on the left of the screen. Peter on the right of the screen, on the left of the track. Who's gonna get into turn 1 first? And we got 4 lights and then 5 lights, and now we have no lights because we are racing.
Yes, we
Good
are.
start from Holloway. He's holding on to. Peter's already been jumped for second. Blackwood's up in second place. So good start from Jafari. The Barros, I think, has been holding position in fourth. Nielsen is in 5 in the meantime. Field gets through cleanly on the approach to Druids. Blackwood is putting some pressure already on Holloway. Obviously, there are no mandatory pit stops in the sprint race, but if it does dry up, then we might get some pit stops. Tilsley is down last in the meantime, so there's that. As Jafari Blackwood is already piling on some pressure on Toby Holloway. Holloway will get a point for leading the first lap, of course. Blackwood is on the attack.
Yeah, indeed. Here we go.
Starting lap 2, here we go. Blackwood says the fastest lap, but he doesn't lead yet. Still, he's had a great first lap. Wasn't able to attack him there. Might have a shine to Druids, let's see. Holloway holds on to the lead. But here goes Blackwood. He didn't have enough grip there. In the wet, it's tricky. This could be a very interesting fight, though. Peter, I try to get himself involved as well. I'm not sure how you would pronounce the name Peter in Portuguese, because you know how the English pronunciation, but in could be Peter, I'm not even sure. I'm just gonna go with Peter. And Sazonov is in P5. He's right behind Brody Barros, who appears to be struggling for pace right now. Blackwood, meanwhile, is overtaking Holloway. Holloway's done some good defending the first 2 laps, but who knows how much longer he'll hold on to the lead. As we go towards Paddock Hill to start lap 3, Holloway takes the fastest lap this time. Some close racing all through the pack as Koenig is in P9. Almeida is under threat from Fitzwater. He's keeping him back. Gonzalez has made up 4 places, so that's quite good. Moratelli's dropped to last. What did you think of this start, Rahul?
Yeah, very interesting so far. Not as chaotic as we thought, but anyway, it is what it is. But everyone's surviving at the moment.
Yes, indeed. Holloway continuing to defend, but Blackwood will attack him soon enough. Here we go to 30s, and for McLaren, then 30s, and now the last 2 corners. I'm struggling to keep up with all the corner names all the time, but in any case, Toby Holloway continues to lead, though his advantage is pretty much non existent. All he has going for him is track position, as Blackwood's trying to go for it around the outside. Nilsson says the fastest lap in the meantime, in the Sakura Car Toyota.
Yeah,
But Holloway
indeed.
has been able to hold off attacks. It's easier to defend in the wet than it is in the dry. But still, you need to be precise with your movements, regardless of what you do, attack or defend. And both these
Yeah,
guys are being very precise, just that Holloway has that narrow edge he needs right now. Of course, with no pit stops planned, it's going up. It's gonna go down like this unless it gets dry, and it should get dry. Let's see, Blackwood. I think Blackwood definitely doesn't stop piling on the pressure, but Holloway is doing a good job resisting it so far. But
he's doing a good job with this.
I think the Barros is getting overtaken in the meantime. Well, not him, but Nilsson is trying to move on Sazonov. Sazonov forced to go wide, but he's kept a hold of 5th. Almeida has kept Fitzwater back meanwhile, as Jackson and Gonzalez are racing each other. Gonzalez made up 4 places already. He'll be trying to get some more. Let's see, we have Blackwood still attacking Toby Holloway onto the Cooper Straight. Holloway is doing a very impressive job so far.
Yeah, indeed he is.
He's not going to be able to do anything to McLaren. As here we go in the last 2 turns. Gap is very close. And I think Blackwood realized he needs to go for the inside of the first corner. And every single time, including this time, he's going for the outside look. It's probably not going to work. They're side by side though, and this time it has
Actually,
worked.
yeah, the slipstream effect worked, and we have some drivers going backwards at the moment. We don't have a yellow flag, but
Almeida's crashed.
this is
He was in 10th, now
yeah.
he's in last. What's happened to him? Has he gone off on his own or has he been hit by somebody? He just went off on his own. He was maybe squeezed a little too much, but this was entirely his mistake. You don't touch the grass in the wet. It's Racing 101.
And Pittsburgh got compromised.
Yeah, he lost out a lot as well. But I think Almeida caused his own mistake there, I think.
Yeah,
As Blackwood
indeed he
has
has.
taken the lead, but Holloway shows no sign of giving up. I don't think he's going to let him get away that easily.
Yeah, indeed.
And yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Blackwood pulled off an unlikely overtake around the outside of Paddock Hill. But yeah, Holloway could try to do the same. Let's see, he's not getting... Blackwood says the fastest lap, of course, but his troubles are far from over. As the Barros makes a move to defend himself from Nilsson, Sazonov was overtaken by Nilsson, but now takes it back.
Yep, great job by him.
Koenig still in 9th as Arfield is making a move for 10th. Ooh, he's gone wide, the other guy, but they're still fighting. Yellow flag,
crash at the background.
massive crash in the first corner, and Gonzalez was not
And
involved, but
Stewart.
somebody else was.
Yep, Gonzalez and Stewart have missing goods.
I know, Gonzalez did take damage. Let's see what happened. Ooh,
Now
he
he's
just hit
tapped the
the
back
back
of
of Brandon
Jackson.
Jackson, and that completely killed the balance of his car, and then he was collected.
Martins was lucky to survive that one.
Indeed, but Gonzalez has no luck today. No luck whatsoever, I'm afraid.
Yeah, indeed.
Don't forget, we are recording this on the same day we recorded Donington. So yeah, it's not going well for Rubino Gonzalez today. As Brother Barros, he has been great in qualifying so far this season. Qualified 2nd, and Donington qualified 4th here at Brands Hatch. Blackwood sets another fastest lap. Looks like he's shaking off. Meanwhile, the Barros definitely can't shake off these guys. He's gonna have to defend from a whole lot of them.
Yeah, indeed.
Newville makes a move on Moore.
And she's got the move done. Yeah, she's up to 7th.
Watch out, Sazonov is gonna send into Druids, failing. Sturt is
Geborg
gonna be
is defending hard
indeed.
on our field.
Mutka is right there behind FG as well, as Blackwood meanwhile has pulled an 8 tenth advantage. May not be much on other tracks, but here it means the world, as now the bar is under a lot of pressure into McLaren. He's holding on. He's doing a great defensive job, whoever Barros is.
Yeah, indeed, he is. He's done a great job so far.
He's under attack now from Sazonov, as we got some people exiting the pits there. Look, that could be a disturbance. It definitely is. Nilsson lapsed his teammate there, but that was very close for comfort for most of these people. The Barros wasn't
Nils-
harmed though.
yeah, Nielsen did manage to get the move done.
Yep, and Gonzalez is side by side with Moore. Gonzalez is a lap down, so that's not good for him. He's letting Koenig go as well now.
Our field's now up to 10th.
Take a
Or
look at
is
this. I
he?
believe the sky has lightened up a bit,
Yep,
at
so
least the
far.
Druids. And will it line up in time to require a pit stop or not? I'm not sure because the rain is still going strong for now. The Barros, in the meantime, is staying in front of Nilsson as Blackwood is just flying out on track. He's extending his advantage, saying fastest lap after fastest lap. Watch for Nilsson. He's going to try to get the Barros around the outside. Good defense from the Brazilian. In fact, Sazanov overtook Nilsson there.
Yeah, indeed, yes.
So Nilsson took a gamble, but that gamble didn't succeed. Sazanov is going for Druids. Barros covers it off though. Good defending. I think the Barros can be very hard to overtake when he wants to be.
Yeah, indeed.
Sazonov in P5 right now. He made a wonderful drive in the last sprint race at Donington. Now he's trying his best to get a good drive here as well. Qualified better than Donington, so there's that. But right now he's leaving the door open a little bit for Nilsson. He could try to squeeze through in the last corner. The Barros holds on to his position. Blackwood once again saying the fastest lap. He just keeps getting faster and faster, this guy. And
Yeah,
here
indeed.
the Barros under attack, I should say. Sazonov going for the outside. Will Nilsson squeeze through? Yes, Nilsson will try to squeeze through, but not just him. Newerville is getting involved too, but nobody was able to overtake. I guess Nilsson was afraid of collision, as Moore makes a move, or at least tries to, but it didn't succeed.
Yeah,
Obviously,
indeed.
Nilsson had a little bit of an off in qualifying at Druids, but no issues now. He's in P6 and hoping to gain a few more places. Meanwhile, Blackwood has extended his advantage to over 2 seconds. Here we have the Barros defending once again from Sazanov. The quite hard on his heels, and the rain is lining up a little bit.
Yep, indeed. Yes. Jackson's now up to 15th and on the leaderboard so far.
Yeah, indeed. Here we have Sazanov attacking the outside once again. Can he make it work this time? No, he can't. Can Nilsson make it work? Yes, he can. Nilsson takes the position, and that didn't work out for Sazanov quite well. He's under threat of losing another one. Nurville, but he holds on to sixth. Gonzalez also in this fight, but he is lapped down in last. FG and Muka are racing each other there, as Moratelli is in P20 in front of Almeida. Blackwood continuing to um, pull away from Holloway and increase his advantage. Sturt is racing Peter, though Sturt is lapped down. And Holloway, pretty lonely right now. Can't
Yep,
keep up with
indeed.
Blackwood's pace. He's gonna have to hope for a change of weather. He must take back the lead. Sturt is trying to unlap himself meanwhile. And look at this in the background. Nilsson trying to make a move on the bars. He's going for the outside. Will it work or not? I'm not
Couldn't
sure if it worked or
see.
not. But Fitzwater is trying the same move on the outside himself. Can't make that work either. Unfortunately for him. But Sazanov has Nilsson, so it definitely didn't work out for the Switch driver.
Yeah,
Sazanov
indeed.
back in 5th place, as Fitzwater is struggling to make headway here. We've passed the halfway point this sprint race, by the way, and the sky definitely looks a lot brighter at around turn 3. In the last sector, though, it's still pretty bad.
Yeah, indeed it is.
If I was Peter right now, I wouldn't be wanting to fight to start. It's just compromising your own race. As Sazanov has overtaken the Barros. When did he pull that
Yeah,
off?
he is.
Now Nelson will try to get the Barros as well into the first corner. Has he got him? He has not got him. The bars has gone incredibly wide though. Leave the door open into Druids. Nope, but Big Moore had a little look. But we need to see where Sazonov got past the bars because I missed that completely. In any case, Andrei Sazonov is finally clear of this train, and he'll try to chase after Igor Peter.
Yep, Moore is up into 7th.
Nilsson is stuck behind the bars. I presume this is where the bars got overtaken into McLaren, but there's no way to confirm it unless we check the replay. Nilsson, it'll be his turn to try to get the bars, and yeah, we're on to lap 15. I don't believe we'll dry up anymore for the end. Who knows, really?
Yeah.
The bars going defensive, trying to force Nilsson the wrong way around, and this is helping Moore. Look, Moore is going to come through, but it just didn't have the confidence into turn 1 in the Vauxhall. So the Toyota Nilsson stays in front. Muirville also in the fight, but she's not trying too much right now, is Bella. As Nilsson still in P6, and look how much Sazonov was able to pull away from the bars.
Yeah, indeed.
It'll be interesting to see if Sazonov can charge after P3, because don't forget, James Sturt wants to unlap
No, I
himself,
think this
causing
is
some
the
headaches.
reason why.
Yeah, the bars took a very bad line into McLaren. Nilsson has made his way through into P5.
That could be the same thing for him against who's the
That was the bars he overtook.
yeah. No, it was the one that he lost 4th on as well.
Yeah,
That could be the reason why
he's
he
under
lost
attack
4th
again, the
as well.
bars. But Newerville is
Okay.
able to take advantage, overtake Moore. So she's
Yep.
got that position, right? Next target for
Okay.
her is Brenda Barros in the fight for P6. Holloway, meanwhile, has dropped back 4.6 seconds, so Jafari Blackwood is looking good to win this race. And yeah, Gonzalez still in 22nd. He's trying to let some guys through. And I think this race is a write-off for Bino Gonzalez. I'm afraid he's just gonna have to hope he can do better in the future race.
Yeah, indeed.
The bar is still defending from Newerville into the penultimate corner. And yeah, Newerville still in P7 on the grid. Not on the grid, on the track. Is she gonna go for the outside of Paddock Hill? She is, but it didn't quite work out. The bar is doing some good defending. Newerville holds on to her position though. Car behind her can't really put a lot of pressure, can more. Over 5 seconds is the gap now, so Jafari Blackwood is just cruising at this point. Meanwhile, watch the gap for third, because Sazonov is just cut it by further 3/10. He is getting on Igor Peter, and obviously Peter being impeded. Well, not impeded, but having to deal with James Sturt trying to unlap himself is not doing him any favor. What do you think?
Yeah.
Can
Yeah,
Sazonov catch
indeed.
him?
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah,
It
fair
depends.
enough. Here we have Newerville. Still stuck behind the Barrows, and looks like the Barrows is struggling for grip a little bit, as things stand. But I think he will still be in the points. Newerville, having to defend from more, goes for the outside, switches to the inside. Now it's a little bit close for comfort, but the Volvo driver stays in front.
I actually lost it a bit, but let's see what happened again.
While Moore was running very close.
Oh yeah, they touched actually.
Just a little
That's
bit, but Newerville was able to keep the car pointed straight, which is what you need to do. Obviously, these cars don't have a lot of power, so they're easier to control than, say, an F1 car. Still a good save nonetheless. Holloway is pulling away from Igor Peter, so his P2 is secure. We have Javier Almeida, who is racing with Monatelli. Brazilian and the Argentinian are battling for P19. I'm sure they don't want to battle for that as they go into Druids. Keep an eye out on the battle for P3 because Sazonov is making a charge. Look, he's already 1.3 seconds down. He's cutting the gap massively, just like he did in the Spooner at Donington. He's charging through once again. This time not for the window, he's charging through for the podium. Sazonov,
it.
just as I
Yeah.
mentioned, sets the fastest lap of the race. That'll be one bonus point, don't forget. As Sazonov now is trying to pull up on James Sturt, Sturt lets him go. So now there's nobody between Peter and Sazonov.
Yep, indeed.
Blackwood extends his advantage, it's up to 6.2 seconds. Meanwhile, Moore is trying to defend, for dear life, I guess. No, not Moore, the car behind him, my apologies, as the bar still keeps Newerville behind. He's not to make any mistakes though, as here have you got Peter, keeping Sazonov behind for now, but the Russian is charging through. Here we have Newville pressuring the Barros. Can he make the same mistake as he did before? No. This time he keeps it clean and Newville can't find any openings.
Yeah, indeed, so far.
It'll be interesting to see though what's gonna happen. And don't forget about Sazanov's fight. Meanwhile, the Barros forced Newville to go the wrong way around, so he can't take any advantage here. I think the Barros' best bet is just stay as is and try to hold on to 6th place. And then just hope to better in the second race. But Newville has an idea she's going for it, Druids. But the Barros was wise to cover it off. He's got a lot of experience. Brazilian, and he's keeping the position.
Yeah, indeed. Yes.
Absolutely. Now then, the Barros still holding on to 6, but we need to take a look at what's going on in the fight for the podium. But first, Newville goes on the attack again. She's got the Barros this time.
Yep, she's got the move
30s.
done. She's up to 6th place now.
Yep, but the Barros might have a chance to counter. We'll see. I don't think. No, he's not getting enough in the slipstream. 5 to go, and Sazonov is right behind Peter. And start in that fight too, trying to unlap himself, but Sazonov is going for it into Druids. Peter keeps him at bay.
Mutka's now moved up to 13th in the leaderboard.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. As now Igor Peter wants to take that podium, I'm sure, but Andrei Sazonov is determined to pressure him. He's gonna go for it here, look. Turn 4. Can make it work though. Peter not making the same mistakes as the Barros. We got 4 laps to go in the meantime. 7-second lead for Jafari Blackwood. It's all going right well for him today in this race. Now Sazonov is going to go the long way around. Try to get him around the outside. 4 laps to go, and Peter is keeping Sazonov at bay. This could actually play well in Nielsen's hand because he's getting on these guys' level.
Yeah, indeed, he is.
Watch out for Sazonov into Druids. He's covered off well, though. Looks like we just had another change of position, or did we? I think
Yeah.
Arfield overtook more.
Did he? Not sure.
Well, in any case, we'll still keep an eye on Sazonov. And look how much Nielsen is gaining. Sturt is there as well, though, so Nielsen will have to lap him first. As Peter is defending the position well. Is he gonna wait and force Sazonov to be overtaken by Nielsen? I think that could be his tactic. Now 3 to go, meanwhile, for Jafari Blackwood, he has 7.5. Nothing goes wrong for him, he will win this race %. I need to keep an eye on this battle. Sazonov not trying anything.
He's going on the inside this time.
I think he's gonna make it work, yes. And wow, that was a late move. But Sazonov has made his overtaking Peter. So now Sturt is unlapping himself from Peter. And here comes Nielsen too. Yeah, Nielsen's got him. Oh, that's bad for Igor Peter. He's lost 2 places. And the track position to the lapped car as well.
Yeah,
It's not a
indeed.
turn of events. Newville might chase him. Put up a strong defense, but it faltered right about now with 3 laps to go. Sazonov looks very good to take the podium.
The Barros has a huge pack of cars. The train of cars is right
I think
behind
Moore can
him.
make a move work now to McLaren. No,
Nope.
the Barros covers him off. Sazonov is long way away from Holloway, so he's have to sell for a 3rd. We got 2 laps to go in the meantime. And Blackwood is half-second faster than Holloway, which is massive. And now Blake Moore still trying to make a move on the bus. Belle Newville actually says the fastest lap. She takes away from Sazonov. But watch for Moore. He's going to go for it into turn 1. Braddock Hill. The Barros holds him off. Meanwhile, Gonzalez laps himself from Koenig, so Koenig won't be getting points today. He stays behind Gonzalez because he is in 11th right now. Speaking of that, he just passed Gonzalez, so Gonzalez made way for him. Anyway, the Barros is battling with these guys. Last
On
lap
the final
for
lap.
the leader.
Yep.
Yes, Blackwood has done very well. Took the lead on lap 6, I believe. Then he just didn't back. This was a dominant performance. And after the loads of bad luck he's had at Donington, we're happy to get round 2 off on the right track. He's going to win the sprint race and be on pole for a feature. Newville says our fastest lap, meanwhile. I want Peter, perhaps.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I think she may miss out. She'll just miss out.
Perhaps, but in any case, we need to get ready for a race winner to cross the line. He's only got one more corner to go, has Jafari Blackwood, and he's done an incredible job today. A dominant sprint race performance. And there we go. I think it's his first win, but in any case, it's a win for Jafari Blackwood today. Great drive.
Yeah, well done to him. Toby Holloway is going to come through to finish second place. A lonely
Yes,
race after being overtaken by Blackwood.
still good drive for
Doesn't
Pulsar.
know.
Andrei Sazonov is going to finish third. He's on the sprint podium once again. Nielsen fourth. And look at this fight. Peter's holding on to fifth just about.
Ooh, that
Newell
was
misses
close,
out
I
just
think.
narrowly. Start the lap down in 21st. The Bars will hold on to 7th, albeit just barely. Alfred P9 and Borgi takes P10. Koenig 11th.
Yeah, indeed.
Moratelli is going to be P19. And he's going to keep. That's not Tilsley, that's Almeida behind. But
Yeah,
Jafari Blackwood is the man of the moment. He's won today uh, in the first race at Brands Hatch, and will be on pole for the main event. It's a
yeah,
1-3 for Peugeot, actually, for Peugeot Talb, and because Jafari Blackwood is the winner, Andre Sazonov, his teammate, has taken third. Between them is Toby Holloway, the pole sitter. And yeah, this was a very good race, I think, despite the
yeah,
conditions. Emil Nilsson took fourth after some good fighting. Igor Peter, he looked very good to take the podium. In the last few laps, it just fell apart. He was able to hold on to fifth, though, albeit narrowly. Newville took sixth, with Brunnebar seventh, Blakemore eighth, Michael Arfield P9, and Patrick Borgi taking last point in P10. Marvel Koenig just misses out.
yep. Yeah, Miran FG in 12th, Ian Carpenter in 13th, Simon Mutka in 14th, Brendan Jackson in 15th, Zachary Fitzroy in 16th, Jonatas Martins in 17th, Jake Tilsley in 18th, Kyle Moratelli in 19th, Julian Almeida in 20th, and the drivers who were lapped down are James Stewart and Rubino Gonzalez.
Well, no DNFs in this one, but the fastest lap has gone to Belle Newerville. She took it in the closing stages. She overtook the barrels, so that'll be an extra point for her. Don't forget, extra points. One extra point also for the lap leaders, which are Toby
Uh,
Holloway for the first few, and Jafari Blackwood for most of the race.
yeah, indeed.
Well, it's not going to be long for you, but we'll take a very short break before we get going with the feature race. Until then, we'll see you in just a little bit. Now being in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and uncut. Well, it's time for the feature race, and the sprint race was quite good. We're still here at Brands Hatch, and Jafari Blackwood, having won the sprint race, is on pole for the feature race, of course, Rach.
Yes, indeed.
Toby Holloway start on pole for the sprint, sorry, he'll start on front row. For the feature, he'll be second. Andy Sazanov is in third, Emil Nielsen fourth, Igor, you do it, sorry.
It's Igor Peter in 5th. We have Bella Newvilla in 6th. Then we have Bruno De Barros in 7th and Blake Moore in 8th.
Yep, Michael Arfield is in P9 and from Patrick Borgi. Marvo Koenig is in P11 and he's followed by Miran FG.
Yep, in 13th we have Ian Carpenter, and then 14th we have Simon Mutka. In 15th we have Brandon Jackson, and 16th we have Zachary Fitzwater.
Yep, Jonatas Martins, I'm not sure if he's still a championship leader or not, but in any case, he's in P17 and he's joined on that road Jake Tilsley, who finished second, at Donington. Kai Moratelli is in P19 and Julian Almeida is in P19 at Timondo.
P19, P19, what?
P20, P20, P20.
So we have 3 P20s. James Stewart and Rubino Gonzalez. Just kidding. James Stewart is 21st and Rubino Gonzalez is in 22nd.
Yep, that's right. Double length this time, 50 laps. And this time it's gonna be dry, unlike the sprint race.
Track will be wet. Yeah,
There's
the
just a
track
little bit
will
of
be
water,
wet.
but it's gonna stop raining, so this will be quite interesting. The dirt race and everything. I think we're gonna be in for a hectic ride. There will be a mandatory pit stop too, of course. Without further ado, time to get cracking. Blackwood dominate the first race. Can he take the second race as well, or will Holloway respond? Or will somebody else entirely win it? Who knows? Still a little
It's
bit of
wet.
water, but it's gonna go away shortly. Blackwood on the left, Holloway on the right. Who's gonna win? Who's gonna lose? Time to find out. 50 laps in front of the drivers and 3 lights in front of them. 4 lights in front of them, 5 lights in front of them, and we're racing. Here we go for the second feature race this season. Blackwood has a good start. He's keeping Holloway at bay. Looks like Sazonov is trying to have a little look too, but Holloway is trying to respond into first corner. Into Paddock Hill. Blackwood still leads though. He's defended well. Meanwhile, Peter is losing a position there, I think. Holloway still in second, but Nilsson has overtaken Sazonov. Sturt is at the back, meanwhile, Almeida in 21st. Quite an interesting start there, and don't forget, we don't expect any more rain, so it will dry up. As here we have Miran Evci and Michael Arfield. Arfield's had a bad start his last couple of places. He loses another one into McLaren, but no, he doesn't. He keeps hold of it. As Blackwood is pulling away Holloway a little bit, but Nilsson seems to be quite fast. He's all over the back of the bit Holloway. Is he going to get him? Blackwood says fastest lap. Newerville goes even quicker.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, you could just see the track is drying out. You can see a dry line starting to emerge right now.
Indeed, you have to be extremely careful in these sort of conditions, though.
Yeah, indeed.
If you go off the dry line, you'll probably be in trouble. Is everybody on slick tires, or could they still be on wets? I'm not certain. In any case, we have Nilsson trying to go for second. He's taken it already. Holloway made Barros made the sprint race, and Toby Holloway drops down to third. Can Nilsson hunt down Blackwood or not? We'll see. He's up at the second, and only one position for him to gain to take the lead. Looks like Sazonov is also making a move on Holloway. Holloway is very vulnerable. FG says the fastest lap. The track continues to get much faster. It's 5 seconds faster. I mean, obviously it's faster than it was the first lap. Sturt now says the fastest lap in the Renault. Look at this. It's Moore making a move. Or at least trying to make a move on Holloway. Holloway is struggling. It wasn't Moore, it was Newerville. FG is also gaining placements now. And Peter goes almost crashing there. Someone's trying to go around the outside of him in the hill. But yeah, Peter holds on to that position. Koenig has dropped a few places. Meanwhile, he's down in 13th. As Jackson is trying to make some progress here. And Jackson is in 14th. Martelli 16th. Almeida 19th. Ooh, Gonzalez is a little off.
Gonzalez. Yep.
Into 30s there. As now Nilsson and Sazonov are racing each other, scrapping for second. Nilsson holds on to
He's
second.
gone wide. He's gone wide.
He's off track. He's made the same mistake
And
he
he's
made in
around.
qualifying. He's gone into the gravel, and he is the first spinner of the day. What a shame for Nilsson. He looked very strong in pace. Well, lap 4, he's made a critical error. Is he out, or can he get him back? I think he might have beached it.
He's trying to get the car back.
To no avail, it seems. He's moving a little bit, but I don't think it'll be enough.
Looks like to be race over for him because
What a
he's
shame
going to be a
that
lap
is.
down.
Indeed, meanwhile, Bell in Newerville is trying to make a move on Toby Holloway. But that was a very costly mistake to make, as Blackwood says the fastest lap. Can Sazonov chase after him, or will he not try to? In any case, you have Newerville trying to make a move on Holloway. Holloway holds on to the position. You can see Nilsson there, and that's a very costly mistake. What a shame. We just throw away P2. It's going to come with absolutely nothing out of it.
And he's out of the race.
Yeah, costly error there. Very, very costly. Borgi is at P5 meanwhile. I didn't even notice him, but he's gained 5 places already. Barros still in P6. He's doing an alright job, I think. But he's forcing Patrick Borgi to go defensive into 30s. Clarence, so there's that. Through the clearways corner, as now Newerville is pressuring Holloway. Blackwood with another fastest lap. Track is drying up, of course. And look at the racing line. The dry line is quite interesting there. We have the Barros going for the move on Borgi. Had a little look. Moves at turn 1 here are extremely dangerous sort of conditions. Because you have to go off the dry line to make that move work. Newerville, very desperate towards Graham Hill. She's in 4th place. Is she going to get a good enough run to get Holloway maybe here in towards McLaren? Onto Cooper Straight they go. And she has got Holloway almost. Almost got him, but almost isn't good enough. Holloway holds on to 3rd. And Newerville goes extremely wide. Yeah, she's under pressure now from Borgi. Borgi's having a great race.
Yep, so far so good from Borgi.
Look at this, meanwhile, the Barros is under attack. Further back.
FG's got the move done just about. He actually got the move done. He's up to 6th. Yeah, brilliant stuff from here in FG. He could actually try and get the move down Borgi. Can he? Nope, not quite.
Druids. Still have to go offline. Meanwhile, Blackwood leads by 3.8 seconds from Sazonov.
Yeah, he's looking good so far. It's Jafari Blackwood at the moment.
Yeah, and this where I do believe everybody is on slick tires. That James Sturt is down last. He's trying to fight Almeida.
Yeah, I do assume they are on slicks anyway.
Yeah. And in any case, Holloway is there in third as Borgie is trying to defend. Newville still can't find a way through on Holloway. What about if she can get Borgie? Borgie goes very wide. Keeps on the position initially into Paddock Hill, but on the run towards Druids. If she can take it, if he sends it. On the inside, he does send it, but on the exit of Druids, is he gonna get it? Yes,
He's
he's got it.
ahead.
Great
Brilliant
move
stuff by
there.
Marinacci. He's up to
Fantastic.
5th place.
Another great move as now Peter tries to wrestle with Moore for position. He holds on to P8, and Moore could be in trouble for Michael Arfield.
Nope, he's not.
Not from Arfield,
Arthur
but from
lost the
Koenig.
position.
And don't
Yeah.
forget, Koenig's teammate is in front of Moore, so there's that. Shimon Mutka is down in 15th. Blackwood continuing to extend his advantage right now. Sazanov looking good in second. The bar is going for the move on Borgi, but the Borgi was able to defend the Italian driver. As now Mutka racing with his teammate Moratelli. He's kept him behind. In fact, Moratelli's gone very slow on the exit of Paddock Hill. He's
And
losing a
he's
lot of places.
down in 17th, I think, maybe even 18th.
Martins has gone for him as well. Gonzalez might have a shot too on Graham Hill. No, he couldn't. Anyway, end of lap 9, and Blackwood will increase his gap even further. It's 4.4 seconds right now.
Yep, and then we have a teammate battle between Newvilla and FG. This
Is
for
Newville
4th
gonna make this
place.
difficult for the FG? For now, it seems like. You have Simon Muka meanwhile going defensive. The track is definitely getting much more drier now. It's only a matter of time till the moisture wears off. Yeah, sun's
Yeah,
coming out.
indeed. Yeah.
So yeah, FG still staying put in P5 right now. Obviously, he knows not to be too aggressive with his own teammate, but he'll wait and see what he can do. 4.7, so Blackwood's gained another 3/10 on Sazero on the last lap. So don't forget, there could be a difference in fuel. That could always be key, of course. Newville trying to go for the outside. Now switching to the
She's
inside
on
of Holloway.
she's
Will
on
this
the
work?
inside.
There's
Nope.
more grip on the inside line, but still not enough to complete the move. I mean, there is more grip on the inside line than there was before. You know, obviously with the wet conditions. And still, he loses the spot there.
So
Yellow
we have a
flags
yellow flag. Oh, it's
for Holloway.
Holloway.
He's got off at Druids.
And there's another yellow flag at
Yeah,
the
there's a
turn
yellow
one,
flag at
but
turn
it is
1.
it's a glitch actually. It's because of Holloway.
Probably,
Now I
yeah.
know why. Yeah, now I know why.
Well,
But
Holloway
yeah,
is still in the race, but that's a very costly mistake.
think yeah,
He's not,
he's made a mistake.
he was obviously under a lot of pressure from the Volvos, but he just went off on his own.
Yeah,
Picked up a
indeed.
bunch of gravel as well.
Points could be over for him at the moment. But he's trying to get the car back on track, which he has done.
From sprint race pole and P2 in the sprint race to a terrible feature race for him, I'm afraid. But now the Volvos are gonna have to scrap for a podium spot. The Barros also wants to get himself back in the top 5, but Patrick Borgi is blocking him.
Yeah, indeed.
Gonzalez, in the meantime, is P18. He is in front of Almeida. He's gonna try to gain a few more places. As meanwhile, Peter is defending his position in P7. Good job from Igor Peter. Patrick Borgi is also keeping the Barros at bay. 2 times
Yeah.
gap, but the Barros will have a shot now. The place where he got overtaken the most in the sprint race at McLaren, as Blackwood has increased his advantage to 5 seconds or Sazonov. Yeah, Bruno Barros is pushing quite hard to try to get Patrick Borgi. We'll have to wait and see if we can get him up towards Paddock Hill. FG says the
FG
fastest
sets the
lap.
fastest lap.
I think he's made the statement of intent. I think he might know. He knows he could win this race. Martellinos is the fastest lap. If FG has enough pace, he might be able to win this thing. But he can't win if he's being impeded by his teammate. I think he's going for some team orders in the Volvo camp, as the Barros was able to get the move down Borgi.
Yeah, indeed.
What do you think, Rahul?
You're touching out. It will depend if he can overtake her. We'll see.
You know what? There's been a change of position because Peter and his teammate are side by side with each other. Yeah, Koenig and
Yeah.
Peter right alongside each other, so the car was between them. I think it was more overtaken by Koenig. As now FG is trying once to get into turn 1. Is he losing patience with his teammate, or is he not? Arfield, meanwhile, side by side more. He done. Fitzwater in 14th right now. He's keeping Martins at bay. Holloway down in 21st, obviously, and Carpenter is in 11th.
Yep, indeed.
Fields start to spread out a little bit. Don't forget, on track this short traffic will play a role. 5.8. Blackwood is extending his lead, but not as dominantly as he did the first time around.
Yeah, indeed, he is.
I think if Sazonov is on a different strategy, he could definitely still have a shot. But FG is trying to make a move now. Newerville is not letting him have it easy.
Yeah.
He have
Seems
young
like
Carpenter in the meantime in 11th. It's a place up the table for him as uh, the two teammates of Koenig and Peter were racing each other hard into Druids. I do believe Peter retains the position. Hiroshima Mutka, 13th with the Mazda, trying to make progress. Look at this. Koenig trying an attack into McLaren. Blackwood's increased the advantage meanwhile by 42 tenths up to 6 seconds now. We need to look at Bruno de Barros. He's stuck behind Patrick Borghi and have the Volvo straight position. I don't know, but Koenig is trying something. FGE is still in 4th. Was able
yeah.
to get his teammates. So Newville, she stayed in 5th for now. But look at this. Mutka trying to move on Jackson. And let's see if Brandon can hold it. For now, we can
Oh,
about the Yellows at the second corner at Druids. Could they be for? Who are they for? They're not for the race leader. They're for Tilsley.
yep, Tisley went around. Been tapped, I think. Yeah, he was
Yeah, by
tapped
Moratelli.
by, yeah, Martelli.
And he blocked Gonzalez there and Almeida.
Yeah, indeed.
Oh, touch go really bad. I don't think Moratelli turned in enough.
Mm, yeah.
Anyway, Blackwood isn't too disturbed by any of this. He got 6.1 second lead. He's increased by 10 on this lap. As Nabro de Barros is trying to make a move once again on Patrick Borghi and once again unsuccessfully. Take a look further back. I'm not sure what the red card's name is, but the two red cars teammates are battling each other. As I have a phone call.
Yep. As we're back in with Koenig. Trying to get past his teammate Peter. This is for 7th place. They are holding up a big queue of cars right behind them. Bordeaux doing well to keep Bruno De Varos behind. Let's see if he can go for the move here. Don't think it will work. Yep, he stays behind him at the moment. Won't be able to go for the move here at this rate. As Tisley's just at the fastest lap of the race. Oh, and Stewart's gone off actually. He's made a mistake and he's been overtaken. He's now lost the position to Tisley. Let's see what's happened here. And he's just gone wide. Made a mistake. He actually hit the wall as well. Not a great day for him at the moment.
So I'm back, and that was a mistake from Sturk, yeah. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Alright. Blackwood continues to extend his advantage over Sazero. It's up to 6.6 now, and here we have the Team Dynamic BMWs. That's what the car is called. Koenig can't find any headway on his teammate right now.
Yeah,
And as a
indeed.
matter of fact, the Barras can't overtake Borgi either.
Yeah, he's struggling at the moment to find a way past.
Yep, Peter is definitely making it difficult, but it's not the only car making it difficult for his teammate. In fact, FG's dropped off. He's not getting on Eureville anymore. Gap's 2 seconds. So maybe FG's used a little bit too much tire life in the pursuit of the position. What do you think?
Yeah, indeed. I think he has. Oh, he's gone a little
Houston has to be
wide.
wide.
It
And
appears
Druid
gone
has the
wide.
position, and Koenig is taking it. Watch for more. He's trying to move.
Wasn't really more trying to go for a move, I think.
Carpenter, sorry, but we got free wide moment almost into McLaren. Carpenter has to stay back. He stays in 11th. Jackson is also there, right behind. And let's
Yeah.
see if Brandon can go get that position. 7.2 the gap up at the front meanwhile, so Blackwood is having a great first stint. You have a move, Carpenter. He can't quite get it done. Meanwhile, Levchi is dropping off. Can't get on his teammate anymore. Ooh, Mutka's
Mutka.
through. He's gone through on Jackson. Not just him. Fedor goes through as well. He's taken 13th.
Yeah.
Up next is Moratelli. He's defending the position here from Gonzalez. So this is definitely an interesting event. We'll have to see if he can hold on to it. Sazanov looking quiet in second right now. I'm not sure if he wants to chase after his teammate Blackwood right now or not.
Not really.
Gonzalez is going for the move here.
Not gonna work.
No, definitely not. But he's gonna have a second shot. Almeida is. As Blackwood starts lap 23, he's gonna hit some traffic shortly.
Let's see, Jackson. He's gonna be under pressure from Martins, sorry.
Yeah.
Now the barrels. You can't get the move done on Mordecai.
Nope, he can't.
Yeah, we do have a pit code coming in, so the pit window is open. This lap.
Yeah, it is. Looks like somebody will come in. And Shimon Mutka is trying to make a move for 11th. It's
And
actually
it is
Blackwood is in.
the race leader is into the pits. He
He was fueled
goes.
quite light compared to everybody else. That would explain his massive pace advantage. But now he's gonna come in. Sazanov will inherit the lead.
The overcut could be pretty much the best, unless if
Definitely.
you're. But
Blackwood
we'll
has an
see.
8.6-second stop, almost running over that mechanic. And it's not just him. Two other teams have pit calls ready. Do you expect to see somebody coming in?
Yeah,
And
there's someone else
I
coming
think
in.
that's Brand Jackson. As Blackwood joins just behind Arfield, the Jamaican is gonna have some traffic now.
Yeah, as I said, could be useful. The overcut could be useful.
Indeed, it just depends how long the others are gonna stay out. Newerville is actually gaining onto Sazonov. She's pulling away from her teammate FG, so FG's charge has definitely come to a halt for now. Dudley is
Yeah,
also in,
indeed.
and we're at the halfway mark. So this passed quicker than I anticipated. Here goes FG. He's gonna be close to the back of, I believe that is Martins, but he has put the lap. Newerville, meanwhile, is defending from Brand Jackson. Yeah, it was Jackson who came into the pits. And this is
Yeah,
what I like
but
about this version of Brands Hatch. You have to deal with the traffic. It's inevitable. Koenig has a slow
yeah,
stop, 8.5. I think he might have been impeded a bit. As Fitzwater is in provisional 10th. Looked like he went a little wide there to Druids, but not too much harm. As to Graham Hill, he holds the position. Moratelli is right behind him in the meantime. And I think Blackwood is being overtaken by Mutka. No,
no,
it's
no, he's
not
not.
him. He's racing Arfield for position. Sorry, as Arfield is so he's not racing any Barros. He's also in an attempt to jump. Wait, no, to jump Burgi, who is already
Yeah,
pitted already. So it'll be interesting to see if the Barros can get the jump on him. Fitzwater stays put as Gonzalez is racing Moratelli there. F3 comes out of the pits. He'll be in front, just in front of Holloway, but Holloway hasn't pitted yet. So there's that. Meanwhile, Blackwood is catching to Igor Peter.
oh,
You have Holloway
Holloway.
right behind FG, stays right behind FG. Arfield also emerges uh, behind Moore. Pit call for Holloway. You heard it right there from his engineer. There's got a few more other people in the pits, including the Mazda, and yeah, Blackwood doesn't have any traffic anymore. Well, he's close to Peter, but not super close, you know what I'm saying. As Almeida,
Oh, yeah,
ooh, he gets the
Almeida's.
overtake on Mortelli.
Yeah, he's got them moved on Martelli, as we saw.
Indeed, next target for him is Gonzalez. He's got Pickle. Sazonov now come in. He's, he's got a 3-lap overcut on his teammate. We'll see how much he can gain. Peter's also coming in. Fitzwater and Gonzalez are coming in together. That's interesting. We can have a pit lane battle. The Barros has jumped Borgi in the meantime. So
Yeah,
his overcut
yes.
has worked quite well.
Yeah,
As
indeed.
Holloway is being lapped by the once again race leader Jafari Blackwood, but he's definitely lost a bit of time as a result of the traffic. It'll be interesting to
Yeah.
see how far out Sazon has emerged as. Look at this, the Volvos are backfighting FG and his teammate.
Yeah.
Neurville, yeah. As now look at this, car going out right now, and Tilsley is not impeded. He's chasing after Brand Jackson, as Sazonov actually has a decent gap to Neurville. Will be interesting to see if he can chase after Blackwood or not in the remaining laps of this race.
To see what happens.
Indeed, so we will. Sazonov is he was the he was he wasn't that strong the first stint, but I think he can turn it around. The gap is 7.5, so keep a close eye on it. FG should also have strong pace, but he's desperate for team orders, I'm sure. As Blackwood's gap is around about the same, Moore is trying to move there on a Koenig, I think that was.
No,
Arfield's meanwhile
Arfield
made a mistake. He's gone off Druids, and he's lost 2 places. He's dropping out
down
the
in
points for
front.
that one. Yep, and that's
Yep, indeed.
Martins into the points. Oh, he was
Actually,
hit.
he was hit by Martins.
A
Bump and
little bit of
run.
a love tap, really, as Ian Carpenter's
Yeah.
jumped back into 11th. He's gonna try to get Martins. Almeida is in 13th. He must have cleared Gonzalez at the pit stops. Mutka is in 14th. And Koenig says the fastest lap, actually, 41.8. Koenig's actually making a move on Borgi. Borgi goes very wide. And Koenig is taking the position. He's gone up into 6th place. The Darlington Pulsator, of course.
Let me jump
Koenig
on
is up
him.
in 6th. Meanwhile, Newerville is under pressure from FG. And Volvo are shooting themselves in. They don't impose team orders, unless Newerville has the pace. If she has the pace, then there's no harm, no foul. But if she doesn't, she's really holding up FG big time. What do you think, Rahul?
Yeah, indeed. Not looking good at the moment, but we don't know.
Keep an eye on
Ish.
Sazonov. Might be able to make inroads on Blackwood.
Yeah.
7.6, it's around about the same, really. Obviously, Blackwood's tires will wear out faster since he pitted earlier. It'll be interesting to see what happens. If Sazonov can make any progress or not. Borgi looking pretty lonely right now. He got jumped by the Barros in the pit stops and he got passed by Koenig right now. Might have to sell for P7 today. He was very
Yeah.
good early on. He
Should be.
gained a lot of positions in the opening laps, but now I think he's dropping back a little bit. Tilsley, meanwhile, trying to recover from his error, is right behind Brian Jackson. And Jackson is under attack from Tilsley, but he holds it off into McLaren super straight.
Yeah, indeed. Keeps 15 for now.
Yes, that's right, he does. That's right, he does. 7.7, meanwhile. Blackwood's gained just 1/10. Fitzwater trying to get involved there as well. Tilsley's going wide. I think Fitzwater might have an opportunity into Druids. This will be very close, but he's not taking it. And when you don't take the opportunity, the guy behind you will. Mattelli tried to take it, so did Sturt, but no one changed positions in the end. We're on board Vandrei Sazonov in the meantime. Looks like he's pulling away from the Volvos. Shimon Mutka is in 13th, still struggling to get position. And here I have Brandon Jackson. A little bit lonely right now, but he's trying to catch up the guys in front.
Yeah, indeed.
I like that this race has been much cleaner than the future race done. We gotta move here. Mutka has been passed by Almeida. He's up to 13th. 7.8 between the leaders meanwhile, and I think Ron De Barros could be fronting the podium as well. He could be attacking the Volvos if he has the pace.
Yeah, the Rams.
Meanwhile, Peugeot are still doing a 1-2, but is Sazonov doing enough to catch up to his teammate or not? 4.3 to Newville, it's around about the same, the gap. I'm not sure, but I do believe Sazonov will take the championship lead if it were to end like this, since we'd have 3 podiums out of 4 races. You have Martins up next, trying to make some progress, the man who led the championship heading into this meeting. He's attacking his compatriot Igor Peter, as now Fitzwater made a move into Druids. I mean, that wasn't Druids, my apologies, that was the first corner. But he couldn't make it work. Now we're entering Druids, and he's being attacked by Mortelli on the outside, though the Brazilian can't take it. In fact, he's losing the no, he's not losing the position.
Yep, he's done what to hold that off, even though he tried to overtake Sacrifice or didn't work for him.
Newville is pulling away from FG, so FG's pace is dropping. I think he might be under threat from the Barros soon enough. Yeah, look, the Barros is closer than he was before. I think it's under 2 seconds now, but I could be mistaken. In any case, Martins is fronting Peter.
Yep, indeed. Yes.
As we are looking at Blackwood, he's gonna catch up to the straight on lapped cars soon, isn't he? That could be a thorn in his side, and it could help Andrei Sazonov get a little closer. It's 8 seconds though, the gap, so Sazonov is gonna need to find some extra pace if he wants to make any progress. As Peter makes a mistake into 30s, into a clear view, he's trying hard. Martins just seems to have a pace advantage right now over him. Clear ways, sorry, not clear view. My apologies, but Martins is under attack from Ian Carpenter. Carpenter that wasn't able to get enough grip into Paddock Hillband. Martins into Druids, he can get it done.
Yeah.
Azanov meanwhile is pulling away for Newville, this is good for him. And once Blackwood hits traffic, there could be an opportunity for him to close up. What do you think, Rahul?
Yeah, it could be a good opportunity, but it could be a bit too late.
Perhaps so, but he's already made a little bit of a cutback. Look, it's just 8 seconds there, he's gained a few tenths.
Yeah, mate. May not be enough, but we'll see.
Yeah, we will see as you start a little blame you. Gonna commentate 4 races in one.
Contact.
Martin's very close to back of Peter. As now Almeida could have an opportunity to attack, I believe that is Blake Moore. Well, he attacked, but definitely didn't get him.
Yeah.
No, yes, it is Moore, I think. We have Jake Tildesley, meanwhile, in P16. Man finished P2 in the feature race at Donington. He is in the fight for the other edges of the points, but he's gonna need to overtake all these guys if he wants a point. And he has a lot of guys to overtake, let's put it bluntly. Look, Sazonov's getting another 10th. Rahul, do you think Blackwood is burning through his tires a little too fast? Or is
Not
Sazonov
really.
starting to gain some more pace now?
Not really, I don't think so.
Look at this! Could be a 3-1 moment. Martin's under attack, as Arfield has just been overtaken by Almeida in the meantime.
Yeah.
Peter is holding up a train right now.
Yeah, indeed he is.
Martin's still holding on to his place in the meantime, as Brandon Jackson is dialing out that position. Blackwood is going to catch these guys. He's getting much closer. As now Peter defending the inside in towards turn 1. Martins isn't close enough to attack. The bars meanwhile just under 2 seconds from FG, so we could have a fight for 4th brewing up. Newville also gaining marginally on Sazonov, so there's that. As Tilsley tries to move Druids, he can pull it off though.
Yeah, indeed. Failed to get that move done.
10 laps to go
Yeah.
for racing Jahari Blackwood in the meantime. His teammate is starting to gain on him, but I think the gap he has could be sufficient for the win. Just depends how he negotiates the traffic he's going to have in front of him. As now Tilsley is still stuck behind Brandon Jackson, so it'll be interesting to see what he can do in that regard. I think all these guys know they're in a big train of cars, so if they just need to keep gaining positions, and they might end up with a point at this. That could be the case as Tilsley is there into Druids, but not close enough. No, not close enough. I like how you can still see the wet patches, by the way, Rahul.
Yeah, indeed.
The Barros is gaining on FG in the meantime. Sazonov is gonna have to deal with Toby Holloway though. Gap is 8 seconds.
Oh, we
Yellow
have a yellow
flags.
flag.
Yellow flags from
It's
Mutka.
Mutka.
Shimon
From
Mutka.
Mutka.
Looks like a mechanical problem. It's a transmission
Yeah,
problem.
yes. Yeah, it's transmission problem. He's out of the race with a
The first
mechanical problem, as
mechanical
you said.
retirement of the season has happened here to Shimon Mutka, and I'm afraid that's a occurrence for him in this race. He was
Yeah,
in the fight for
indeed.
the points, so that's a shame.
Yeah.
It just happened also suddenly into Druids at the end of Haywood Hill, and there into Druids on the exit is when the problem occurred. Look, on the approach to Graham Hill, yeah, so suddenly, and nothing you could do about that. Gearbox just failed on him.
Yeah.
Now this yellow flag could change things a little bit. Sure, Graham Hill is an overtaking spot, but you gotta try everything you can as Carpenter very close to the tail of Martins. Looks like Peter was able to pull away from these guys a little bit, look.
It did, yes.
So he's got some breathing space right now. No yellow flags past this point as Almeida tried to there, but it did not work out. Sazonov is still 8 seconds down, so unless Blackwood massively impeded, he'll cruise this win.
Yeah, indeed.
Was that another yellow flag we just seen, or
No, no, no.
yeah? Because the yellows did get lifted on just a little bit, then but they got lifted in turn 3 as well. In any case, Blackwood continuing to lead. That's been the story of this race from the get-go, honestly. As Koenig is chasing after the Barst, as a matter of fact. Martins,
Yeah.
meanwhile, is starting to make some headway on Peter. So the Team Dynamic BMW driver might be under pressure from his fellow Brazilian.
Yeah,
Through
indeed.
ways and through the Clark curve. Down the Bram straight, he's defending well. Looks like actually Newerville is gaining onto Sazonov. He might be struggling a little bit with tire wear. Newerville was right not to let FG through after all. She's 2.1 seconds down on Sazonov. Martins had a little look, couldn't make it work. Fitzwater has a little look, but he can't make it work either. Blackwood is gaining on this lap meanwhile, so that could be a very interesting twist, as now Martin's moving a hell of a lot, but can't gain that position no matter how much he moves. What do
Yeah,
you think of?
indeed.
What do you think? I think Peter's doing great work defensively. He held up Koenig for so long, you know.
Yeah.
Now Martins is feeling a little frustrated, but his compatriots now making way. As you have Brandon Jackson, defending from Tilsley, who attacks in one. Brandon goes a little wide, but no harm, no foul. As Gonzalez is down in 18th. Sazonov, I think he's given up the chase. He's just going to focus on preserving P2. Newerville is catching, and it's Toby Holloway who's impeding Sazonov. Look, he's gone into that
Yeah.
traffic. As now, in toward the 30th, and McLaren, good defending from Peter. Jackson's there too. 5 and a bit laps to go, and Tilsley is not able to find any headway. He can't overtake Jackson. Not right now, anyway. Not Tilsley, sorry. Almeida also tried to make some progress further up as we got 5 laps to go for the race leader, who is crucially gaining on these guys. Meanwhile, Sazonov is finally putting a lap on Toby Holloway. I think it's been quite a pain for him right now. But now, it'll be Newerville's turn to feel the pain of lapping Toby Holloway, I think.
Yeah, indeed. So,
Hold on, did Sazonov actually unlap himself? No, he did. Not Sazonov, sorry, Holloway. No, Sazonov did go through. He got through alright. Meanwhile, Moore is racing with Borgi for P7 in this race. Martin's still all over the back of Peter. Well, unsuccessfully. Almeida has a look at Ian Carpenter. We got 4 laps to go in this race. The leader is catching these guys. Newerville, meanwhile, laps Holloway. She might have a shot to go after Sazonov. The dying stages, we'll see. Koenig is also fighting with the Barros, so we got fights all over the pack. Quite interesting fights. As Martins gained 7 places. Great effort this race, but an even better effort for 8 places. Sturt is in 19th. Meantime, which is almost last. The only car left the last car on the lead lap, but he has the leader coming right on his tail.
Yep,
Yurka Moratelli,
indeed.
meanwhile, trying to make a move on the outside Park Hillband. Can he make it work? No, he can't. In fact, Rubino Gonzalez is making a move down Hill. He can't make it work. 3 laps to go for our leader in the time. And yeah, Gonzalez can't gain that position. I'm afraid the problems he had in the sprint race ruined his entire meeting. I'm afraid he just wasn't able to score anything. Newerville is just under second from Sazanov, so fight for second could be heating up. We'll watch if Debaros can chase after F3 and if he can defend as well. Borgi is keeping Blake Moore at an arm's length. He's not giving him any opportunities, which is great for him. I think Borgi's been the hardest driver to pass out of anybody. Don't forget, Debaros had to pit to pass him, as Moratelli seems to have made a little mistake. He's under attack, definitely. And yeah, not much to say there, really, as Koenig is right on the back of the barrels on the Bram straight. He's gonna go left or right. He's gonna try to find a way through. That little bit of wet line that still exists is a big hindrance if you want to pass into one, by the way. Koenig is gonna send into Druids. Down Hillwood's Hill, he wasn't able to get him. Meanwhile, Newerville is all over the back of Sazonov. That'll be very, very interesting. This train of cars is also being caught up by the race leader. You can see third about to be lapped as we're on to the final lap. Jafari Blackwood is now gonna lap James third. Third lets him go, no problem. And Blackwood, this race wasn't as dominant as the previous one, but he's still done very, very well. He's gonna be the first double winner and the first to win 2 races in the same meeting. And yeah, this is gonna help him a lot. I'm not sure if he'll take the championship lead, but he'll definitely come close to it. It's gonna take a lot of points. We got belts still all over the field. On last time for the Cooper Straight in the 30s in a McLaren, and then into clearways. Jafari Blackwood starts third, I believe, in the sprint race, and then he won the feature race. He's gonna win this as well. What dominating performance on a Bram Straight. Jafari Blackwood makes it 2-4-2 at Brands Hatch. He wins.
Yep.
Sazanov will come through to take second. He might take the championship lead, actually. I'm not even sure. He comes home to finish second. Muirville's on the podium. She takes third. Holloway, well, shame for him. It's only P20, a lap down. FG finishes fourth. Look at this. The bars holds on. He keeps Koenig behind. He finishes fifth. Koenig sixth. Borgi has done a good job defensively. He's going to take P7. I've been starting in 10th, I believe. A good job for Patrick Borgi. He's going to finish 7th. Moore is P8. Peter, good defending. He's keeping Martins at bay. He finishes 9th. Martins will take just 1 point from this entire weekend. Carpenter 11th. Almeida 12th. Arfield 13th. Jackson is 14th, but that's the end of the race. And Jafari Blackwood has had a clean sweep at Brands Hatch. He's been unbeatable here. It's a Peugeot Talbot 1-2 with Jafari Blackwood first, Andrei Sazonov second. Then it's pretty much Noah's Ark, I guess, 2x2. Belle Neurville, 4 for Volvo, 4 by her teammate Miranevci. Brudabaros is in P5 in the Vauxhall, in front of Marva Koenig in the team car. I like how it just says team. It's a BMW car. Patrick Borgi, P7 in front of Blake Moore. Igor Peter is in P9, and Jonas Martins, the former championship leader by now, takes last point in P10. Ian Carpenter is in 11th.
Yep. In 12th, we have Julian Almeida. 13th, we have Michael Arfield. 14th, we have Brandon Jackson. 15th, we have Jake Tildesley. And in 16th, we have Zachary Fitzwaters. 17th, we have Kyle Moratelli.
Look at that margin. It
18th,
was a photo finish between hundreds.
yeah. In the 18th, we have Rubino Gonzalez. And the 2 drivers that were lapped down were James Stewart in 19th and Toby Holloway in 20th.
Yep,
The no
indeed.
finishers today were Simon Mutka and Emil Nelson.
And it's a great shame for Nilsson. If he had the pace, he might have challenged for the win. He got nothing out of it. And Jonatas Martins actually took the fastest lap, so that's 2 points for him in the weekend.
Yeah, indeed.
But before anything, we need to check the lap leaders. And Jafari Blackwood led for
Of
most of the
course.
way. But yes, Sazanov led as well. So
Yeah.
Blackwood and Sazanov were the leaders today. So they're going to get plus 1 point each, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, that's been 4 races in one day recorded. Can you believe it? I'm worn out, but I'm worn out for good reason, so I'm happy with that.
Yeah, indeed.
Well, we'll see you whenever we see you. This has been a very entertaining race. I'm not even sure what meaning free is supposed to be, but in any case, we'll see you at BTCC again for round 3 whenever that is. Until then, take care, guys, and enjoy the rest.
Yeah. Goodbye.